The skies are about to get a lot friendlier for drones. The FAA says it is getting ready to greenlight commercial use of the unmanned flying machines over the United States. You might think, well, aren't they already legal? Not exactly, not for commercial use, but under a proposed rule, the FAA would allow businesses to fly drones without limitations. However, with limitations, I should say, and a lot of them, take a look, they have to be less than 55 pounds. They have to stay in the line of sight of the operator, meaning if you set it off on flight, you have to be able to see it the entire time. They can only be used during daylight. They can't fly faster than 100 miles per hour, and they can't fly higher than 500 feet. Some are happy that the feds are finally willing to let businesses use these drones, but under the plan, it rules out a lot of things, like getting, I don't know, pretty much anything, like pizza, beer, etc., delivered. This is one of my favorite commercials. You may have seen it on YouTube, but a company delivering beer via drone. Yeah, that's not going to be legal if these rules get approved. All right, here with me to discuss all of this, commercial photographer Stephen Cohen, also a drone consultant with the New York City Drone User Group. So we've heard, first off, companies like Amazon really unhappy about this because, as we know, part of their business plan is to deliver small items via drone. Do you think this is a good call by the FAA to say, all right, we're going to put some limits on this and then we're going to make it legal?
Absolutely. I think that what the FAA has done in issuing the NPRM yesterday is take several giant leaps in allowing the use of small UAS
of these things,
of these guys, right? And larger. I mean, 55 pounds is actually quite heavy. Most people in the commercial directed mode are looking at drones that maybe weigh less than 20 pounds tops.
Well, one of the things that reading through sort of the proposed rules, you have to have your eye on it the entire time. So that really completely takes off the board delivery by drone.
It does for the moment. I think I sat in and I listened in on the conference call yesterday, and I think what really struck me is just how iterative the FAA is saying that they will be, and how, we're not going to be stuck with this for 10 years. We're going to be constantly revisiting. Just the mere mention that, as an example, there was talk of needing aircraft certification or aircraft parts lists and test flights and all this kind of stuff. And they've backed away from that, understanding that, in the time that it takes for an aircraft to become certified, the technology could change 3 times.
I wonder if you think, though, because Amazon has come out and said they want to see final rules, and they're going to push forward with what's called Prime Air, sort of this delivery.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
And the thinking is, all right, well, if it's not allowed here in the United States, they're going to do it in other countries. And I just wonder if you think regulation like this stymies innovation and stymies expediency.
I think it's really it's a double-edged sword in a sense. I mean, I think you want to encourage the industry, but at the same time, the FAA is really tasked with keeping the airspace safe.
Right.
And I think that this does go a long way. I mean, we do have a 60-day period to respond, as anybody can. And the idea for us at this point would be to try and push more of a beyond line of sight, or what people are calling BLOS.
Okay.
So BLOS implies, over the horizon, and perhaps using autonomous systems like GPS and waypoint nav. And I would argue that the autonomous systems that require beyond line of sight of flight and GPS waypoint navigation are multiples safer than actual human input.
And I'd be remiss not to note that in November, a drone came within 20 feet of striking a plane near Oklahoma City.
Reported.
Okay, maybe you don't buy it. Reportedly, we had one land on the White House lawn. I mean, so there is a need here for regulation. I think that is really clear, right?
There is no denying that regulation is desired. I mean, from within our community, this is what we've really been looking for. We want rules of the road. We want to be able to adhere to rules of the road. If it requires a certain test or certification, we really are all for it. But at least please let us know what we need to do, and that's what we've come to right about now. You know, there's no amount of, just talking about the White House, there's just no amount of legislation or lawmaking or educational programs that will prevent stupid. So
That's my quote of the day, Steve. I love that
Okay.
one. We have to go. We're out of time. Thank you for
Sure,
coming in.
pleasure.
Thank you for bringing this
Pleasure.
snazzy drone in with you as well. Good to have you on the program.
All right.
Steve Cohen with us there.